I'm going to try to see if I could squeeze this teaching of an ideal of Babylon worship in this message, because Babylon, or the ideal now Baal that was once Nimrod, is this ideal. Oh, got somebody in front of me, and he need. I guess I got to move. Sorry. Babylon is this Baal, you know, he was once Nimrod, you know, and he's this sun god that, you know, throughout history that's been, you know, sun gods have been, you know, were born on near the winter solstice, you know, near that Christmas time. For the sake of looking like an image of a person of power, pretty much. Concerning the sun, it's the ideal object. Bless you. Object of power. You know what I'm saying? That the sun is the object of power in our solar system. So people worship the sun as an object of power in order to be seen as great and powerful. Now, as you know, the deception that Satan used against Eve, that if you eat from this tree, you will become as God, knowing good and evil. But his ideal of knowing good of evil means making your own good and evil. If you follow the pattern that I talked about this morning concerning the ownership, the false ownership, it becomes your good and evil. Like what people, well, my ideal of this and my own ideal of that, and I talk about in Romans 10:3 of my own righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you create your own righteousness, or it talks about in Proverbs this morning, I was talking about 131, talk about your own devices and your own ways and your own devices is what, you know, the thing that he's going to use to deceive many people, you know, to think that they have the knowledge to live life without God, you know. The whole idea of what Satan wants to do is to make people believe that I can live my life without God. You know what I'm saying? I can operate in darkness and live my life without God. Oh, these drivers. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go. Live my life without God. And the thing is, you know, people, unfortunately these days, are believing that ideal, that more likely I don't need God influence. I don't need God's, you know, wisdom. I just need the wisdom of men, you know, that is, you know, that God's foolishness is more wiser than the wisdom of men. That it was in 1 Corinthians 1, I believe. But I need men's wisdom to live life, and I don't need the wisdom of God to truly make decisions. Is what Satan's, you know, whole ideal want people to believe that you got your own wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Why you need God's wisdom when you got your own wisdom? And I was like, and it belongs to me. Good. Yeah, it belongs to me. And of course, I will have that. You know, I got wisdom. I don't need God's wisdom. And, you know, I'm operating my lust of the flesh, too, and I enjoy operating the lust of the flesh. And, that sounds like a wonderful ideal to believe, is what he got millions and millions of people all across the world believing right now and thinking they can do what the heck they want to do. And somehow, some way, things don't work out in the end of that situation. You know, it's called, you know, death, you know, for the wages of sin is death. But I want to talk about, the ideal of 666, I was talking to a person that I did a message on a while back, that everybody say that is the devil's number. Well, I'm finna show you a different ideal of that. Well, it's not the devil's number. Now watch this, listen to me. It's not the devil's number, because watch this, if you understand who created all things, is God. God created everything. He created numbers, he created everything. So to say that that number belongs to Satan is incorrect. But Satan is using that number. Watch this. This is what's crazy about the whole ideal scenario of Satan and his kingdom of darkness, controlling people. Y'all have one for that? What's so interesting that here's Lucifer, the angel that got kicked out of heaven. Lucifer deceives, God's angels. Satan's demons were former angels of God. That means all the stuff that Satan is using to deceive men and come against God is God. Satan got all his squad. He got everything he has right now to bring confusion, conflict, and chaos. He got it all from God. You know what I'm saying? All of his stuff, he never created anything, but he did twist and pervert and deceive what God has created to get them to roll with him. You know what I'm saying? This how much a lesser power he really have. Really do. He's really but the only powerful thing Satan got is deception. That's it. That's all he got. Without deception, Satan will never have power, or never will have people or angels to follow him. The only thing he has is deception. That's all. But that's the very thing, unfortunately, you really need, unfortunately, to keep people in darkness. But the thing is, now the ideal, as what Jesus said in John 8:44, that his own, you know what I'm saying? He's, Satan think he owns whatever is his. He think he has, whatever is God's, but he really don't, because the rules is he really didn't create it. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't create, his own squad. He stole his squad, he stole his squad from God, and think he's going to defeat God, but he stole his whole squad from God. How foolish is that? But people like to follow foolishness, because here's the thing I want to talk about. I don't know. I'm just revealing all this information. Well, the ideal of, let me see, what is it called? It was about owner. I forgot. Oh, I gotta remember it, because I was meditating. Well, here's the thing about sun worship. Sun worship is the ideal of the center of power. The center of power, because the sun is the center power source of, right now, the solar system is what people utilize this ideal image to be looked upon as, the center of power. You know what I'm saying? People use this because the sun empowers everywhere we live. I mean, sun powers everything in this solar system. They see and perceive it as his image of power. Have a wonderful day, man. And, well, wow, I can't stand this new building thing. You gotta cross the road. Well, anyway, because it's interesting that I was talking about the summer solstice. Now, I'm finding out why the summer solstice is pretty much the most powerful time of the earth. It's the most powerful peak of the timing of the earth, and why, the kingdom of darkness worship the sun. They don't tell you, but if you see their images, you'll find out about or research what they do. Throughout human history, they've been, utilizing the sun as an image of worship. That, guess what? Planets orbit around the sun. See, and the ideal is, when they're in the image of the sun, they think they will get people to orbit around them. You know how, the prideful and the arrogant person that carries himself to think that everybody orbits around them, everybody they're the center of the universe, or more likely in this case, center of the solar system, that they think everybody's supposed to think that they're all that, and because they orbit around them, they think, watch this, they believe because they own this, because they own that everybody circles around them. And because the ideal of orbiting around the sun means that the sun controls the planets to move around it. They think they can control other people. You know those people? They think they can control other people to circle around them. Yeah, it's this ego, arrogant idea of how certain people are now that operates in that idea, think that they think they own people. Yeah, because they because they are around them, they own them. You know how those kind of people are. I know a lot of people like that. But anyway, and that's this ideal that, you know, people that you want to be seen as the center of power is what, unfortunately, you know, people are falling for this foolish trap of Satan, because Lucifer was, that's the reason why Lucifer, you know, was a angel of influence in heaven, to the point that when he wanted to rebel against the true power, the almighty powerful God, he had a view of influence among angels that was seeing his position of power. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, and now he's using the same strategy of how he deceived many angels to fall with him, and he's doing the same thing on earth. His same pattern he's utilizing. He's creating a system that makes people believe that they own something, and now they think that, oh, I'm better than you, you ain't better than me, I'm more powerful than you because you orbit around me, because I got this, because I got that, I got her, I got him, I'm hanging around with these people that are great, and you hang around less people, lesser, you know, this ideal, you know, that people have concerning the prideful ego mindset. That is what, you know, people are believing, that they should live their life that way, not to humble themselves humble themselves and understand that I love about the Isaiah says that, you know, you are, Lord, you are the potter and I am the clay. You know what I'm saying? You potter, you shaped me and made me and created me. I'm just, you know, dust without you. I will never exist without you. Mindset, the truth, you know what I'm saying, of what being humble is all about, that King David recognized and said, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof and everything therein. He was humble enough to see the true reality that God created me from the dust of the ground. You know what I'm saying? I need him in my life to, if I'm going to have any existence of doing anything to serve a purpose in this world, I will need him and his instructions to I need to follow, if that's going to happen, if life is going to make sense. But when you have this ego mindset of the sun ideal, that I'm the center of attention, I'm better than you, I'm better than everybody, and y'all orbit and circle around me, and y'all think I'm way better than you, I'm all that, you know, that word of expression. But, you know, you're not, you never will be nothing or have any existence without your creator. How you doing? It's what the ideal of what I'm getting at. But I forgot what our topic is. But I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I hope you recognize that you're not the center of the attention of the sun. God is, because he's the creator of the universe. You just plain dust before you ever existed, came out of your mother's womb. And that's the message. God, glory to him forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.